Using the Traverser Mark II to support your team in Battlefield 6 could either be a complete waste of time or a total game changer. I'll tell you how to be most effective and, more importantly, how to survive long enough to make an impact for not only you but your team as well. When supporting the team to capture an objective, make sure you position yourself near or next to cover so that you can make the most out of the 12-second free auto repair feature. 12 seconds with no damage, and your vehicle will start to repair itself in any vehicle, including this one. Consider using the light machine gun. It is optimal for dealing with close, medium, and slightly further off infantry. Dealing with enemy vehicles is low on the list of your objectives when using the ATP. Also, consider using the mobile command perk on this vehicle just for the added benefits that it will give towards your team in capturing objectives. Going toe-to-toe with an enemy tank or other vehicle besides a lightly armored Jeep, for example, is nearly an instant death for you if you're caught out in the open. Staying behind cover, easily accessible cover, is the only way to play if you intend to keep your vehicle and really make an impact on the game. Being too reckless will often leave you in a defenseless position you do not want to be in, and is often the most problematic thing that happens when trying to use the ATP. One of the other problems I see with gunners in this vehicle is they seem shy about using the turret. Although it overheats, if you're careful, can literally spam the turret. If you see an enemy that's far away, you'd be surprised at how far the light machine gun can still be effective at range. So you have infinite ammo. Point being, don't be shy about using it. You'd be surprised what kind of cover it goes through. You should be surprised about what kind of vehicles you can damage or finish off, even if they're far away. I suggest very close to spamming the turret when possible. Another problem I see specific to drivers with the ATP is getting too far ahead of your team or putting yourself in a position where you suddenly are barraged with rockets from infantry, or you are on top of a swarm of enemies and you instantly get C4'd, which only takes one infantry unit to pull off and is often quite fast. So you want to keep in mind that you're not only dealing with large amounts of infantry by putting yourself directly on an objective without support, you also want to be aware of where the enemy tanks are, how many of them there are, and if they are occupied with other teammates of yours, or if you are going to be their main focus. Must be smart about your positioning and be situationally aware to survive in the ATP for very long. It is entirely possible and will become relatively easy with practice to rack up 20 kills playing as an ATP driver while also gunning. Or if you have someone you trust to do a good job either driving or gunning, that's another option. Also, you add tons of utility to your team, and you add yourself as a spawn point on the map. In certain situations, you can turn the tide of a battle, especially when it's objective based.